everyone, it's your boy Roman, and we're finally here with the Act Out podcast. I'm so excited to be starting our first episode today, and I'm here with my awesome co-host.
What it do, y'all? I'm Shay. We're here today to introduce ourselves, basically tell the story of our friendship in a way, and then how this started.
Yes, for sure. So, well, I'm Roman. Once again, I'm Roman. I am 21 years old, and I just like to live my life, guys. I like to travel, I like to party, and I just like to have a good time. I like to meet new people, try new things, and you know, sing throwbacks. That's my stuff lately, singing throwbacks.
Love the throwbacks.
For sure. So Cheyenne, tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm Cheyenne, or Shay, or Casey.
All of the above, you know, right. The vibes.
I'm also 21. My mom, so you know, I be doing the mom thing, mom vibes. Work, I only party when I'm with him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty chill, but a lot of people think I'm mean.
Right.
That's too funny. I don't know. But yeah.
But I get that a lot too. I feel like some people don't get to know me and they just assume. Yeah. So what I get a lot is that I'm stuck up.
Me too. But I thought you were a stuck up ass bitch.
Oh damn, did you say that to you?
Yeah, and it's your face.
It's like, what is my face?
What about
I can't change my face.
That's what I said. I'm like, oh, yeah. You don't smile every time I see you. You're so serious unless you're with your friends.
Oh, well, I'm with my friends. Yeah, but I get that a lot. So speaking of friends, how did we become friends?
We met at Lowe's, you know, us seasonal staff.
Get in the bag.
That was a cool bag.
They was giving a bag out.
Right, so go apply at Lowe's. They're low-key a plug.
They are.
Yeah, my first day, it took me like 2 months to finish a 2-day training, first of all.
Definitely.
I took my sweet ass time, but my last day of training, I was in this computer lab, just took a little break, and then I saw Roman at the register, and we like made eye contact, but I was like really shy, so I like ran my ass to the bathroom. I said,
Do you remember what you were wearing? Because I remember what you were wearing.
No, I don't actually.
You were wearing like white Vans or white shoes.
Yeah, I was always wearing white Vans.
Yeah, and then you had a white shirt.
And some like wash jeans.
Yeah.
That was my fit back then.
Yeah, I clearly remember what you were wearing.
I always did that. I don't know. My shirt had to match the color of my shoes.
She's a fashionista.
I don't even know how to dress like that.
So were you going to the bathroom?
Well, honestly, I just like, I was at the computer for fucking hours and like my eyeballs were hurting. So
the training, for sure.
Yeah, so I just got up and I just walked out. And I only knew where the bathroom was, so yeah, that's where I was.
Okay.
Because they didn't show me where the break room was, if I'm being honest. You were the one who showed me that.
Oh, I did? Oh, okay. I was giving tours, you know the vibe.
Apparently.
Well, I think I was the only cashier out there.
Yeah, because it was already like past 9, so, and we closed at like what, 10?
10, yeah, 10.
Yeah, so I came out, we saw each other, and then I just went back to that computer lab place that I was in. And then like a couple minutes later, he popped in the room. I was like, oh my god. I don't know why I was so scared to talk to you. Like, that's just how shy I was. I didn't like talking to new people. Oh no.
But I think I talked to you first, right?
Yeah, you were like, you know you don't have to be in here all day, right? You can take a break if you want. And I was like, oh, he knows.
Yeah, I think at that point I had been working there for a while. Because you started in May, right? I had started working there in February.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to start working there in like March, April.
Because you were supposed to get hired on with our other friend.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But then you
It was because my first day of training, it was in the morning, but then I had prom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so like I don't even know. I didn't go to the after party or anything. I just like wanted to go home. My alarm went off at like 6 in the morning. I was like, yeah, no, I'm definitely not.
Yep.
So I didn't show up.
So then after I went into the room, I said, you don't have to be in here. and I was like, you can just come train in the
on the actual
register.
Yeah.
And then I think after that,
I logged off. I came outside, and then I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I'd rather be out here.
Because you didn't come out right away. You still like thought about it. Like,
yeah, I took some time because there was other people in the room, and they were like, they looked at me weird because you came in out of nowhere and you only said that to me. So then when I logged off, and I don't know what y'all's nickname for her is, but that one girl. She looked at me crazy because I logged off, and she was like, where are you going? And I was like, I'm gonna go outside and train. Like, I'm tired of looking at the screen. I don't know about you. And I feel like she was a little bit butthurt because you didn't invite her. But I don't know. I left. And then, yeah, I went out there and I like awkwardly walked up to the register that you were at. And I was like, okay, I'm here.
And I was like, okay, log on.
Right. And I was like, I didn't even know how to log on.
I think I did use my login.
Yeah, I think I just used yours because I didn't even think that they had my shit ready yet.
Yeah, I think that's how it started. And then after that, I just remember I was like, what school do you go to? How old are you? And then like we found out we were the same age. And then I found out she went to like the high school she went to.
Yeah, you were shook because you were like, why you live in the north but you go into school in Troutdale? I said, I don't know. Yeah, and then after that, I just started naming names. I was like, you know this person, you know this person. And every person I named, she knew who they were. And then after that, half of y'all don't even like me.
But she knew who y'all were. And then after that, we just like I guess we kind of clicked.
Yeah, and we just, every time we worked a shift together, we would talk.
We would always laugh.
Yeah, it was always funny. We were always just cracking jokes. Because, you know, fucking customers.
Oh, those customers. Bro, Lowe's customers are something else. Like, they are...
I feel like it was worse for us because we worked at the Delta Park Lowe's, and, you know, motherfuckers from the Couve was coming in here acting out. Like, really, chill out.
And don't get me started with these crackheads, bro. Like, the crackheads.
Were you there when someone faked an overdose in the girls' bathroom?
Yeah, I was there. They were like... It's not funny, but...
they're crazy. They were stealing. I don't know what they were trying to take, but... They literally were running around the whole store. Yeah, because
then they got caught.
Crying.
They got caught stealing, and they were waiting for them to get out the bathroom. So they lied that they had an overdose. Yeah,
this lady and her mom and her boyfriend. So her and her mom went to the bathroom, and they were in there for a fat minute. Everybody was getting suspicious, like all our head cashiers. They like, I think it was Diane that went in there. And then she came back out and she was like, well, they're just in the stalls. Like, I can't bust in there. So we were waiting, and then like, I want to say 5 minutes later, the daughter comes out like crying and yelling her boyfriend's name, talking about, she OD'd! She OD'd!
That's not funny, guys.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I said, this is ghetto. It was like, it's too ghetto for
she
even
was like,
me.
let me put my 2 weeks in.
I was shook. I was literally standing there with a scanner in my hand. I said, who? She, my mom. Or I don't know if it was her mom or his mom, because when that whole thing happened, that guy finally, do you remember, he was like in the tool section, and then he ran to fucking paint, and then
they were just trying to distract everyone,
and then
because they were stealing.
Yeah,
because that's what they would do. Like, they would go in there as groups, and they would just be stealing. Like, go in there, they grab whatever they needed, but like it was multiple people. So just in case one person got caught, the store was already like getting robbed by like 2 other people.
Right. I mean, they were smart about it, but they were kind of dumb. Like,
yeah. But then again, Lowe's, guys, little tip. At Lowe's, they can't do anything to you. Like, allegedly. I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm just saying what I've observed.
Yeah, they can't touch you.
They can't touch you.
If you walk out, you walk out.
And then if you're an employee and you do something to the person who's trying to get over, you get in trouble. So, little life hack there. So then after that, how long did you last at Lowe's?
I like officially started in May. I was only there for like 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, I ghosted them.
Yeah.
I just never showed up.
Yeah, because I was there the longest out of everyone we started with. I was there the longest.
You and Lakeitha.
Yeah, me and Lakeitha. Shout out to Lakeitha.
We love you, girl. And your little baby.
Yeah, shout out to Mika. Yeah, I lasted the longest, and she's still there. Yeah, so damn. And then after that, I feel like after that we would talk.
We always made plans.
It would never
And we never like,
out.
the day would come and I'd be, yeah, I'm not gonna go. I was like, but if he texts me, I'll go.
And then I'll be like, I'm just gonna wait for her to text me.
No one ever texted each other.
No one texted each other. So I was just like, okay, God, like.
But every time we texted, it was like nothing. It was just us catching up. And then.
A lot of plans, but never fall through.
Right, how many times were we supposed to go out to eat?
Several. Yes,
funny.
so that, I think you graduated from high school, I graduated. Then I think I left to Mexico in August. And then once I came back, I don't think you were there anymore.
Yeah. I didn't even see you before you even left.
Yeah, I don't think, no,
Yeah.
yes, you did, because you and Jesus would see my stories.
Oh, I don't know.
I think you left, I don't know, you left some between August and early September.
I left the last week of August because
I left
my family
August.
took me on a birthday trip, and that was the reason that's when I stopped showing up, was because I was scheduled that whole weekend, and like 3 days into the week I was at the beach.
Oh, so she said F them. Okay. So yeah, so then after that I continued working there, and then everyone was just not working there, and you were one of them. And then I think you had your baby. I congratulated you.
Yeah. And I remember when he was sick and I had to take him to the hospital, like you swiped up, because I remember I posted something about it, and then you were just like making sure that we were okay.
Yeah, so then that was a while.
That was like, I gave birth December 2018, so that was like early 2019.
Yeah. And then I remember 2019, I was going to Vegas. I was gonna go to Vegas, and you were in Vegas at the time.
Yeah, I was in Vegas for like a cool 6 months.
Yeah, and then I hit you up. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in Vegas, and you're like, that's the week I'm not gonna be there.
I think I had left, and then like that next weekend you got there or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. And then we just like would talk, but we wouldn't really talk because we would just plan things when we wouldn't hang out.
Yeah, exactly. We did that
all the time.
all the time.
And then after that, that's when you hit me up that summer.
Yeah, because my friend threw a party and she was like, oh, like invite people. And you were like the only person I knew that actually like went to parties.
Right.
Because I invited Jesus too. But he was like, he told me straight up that he didn't think he was gonna go. Right. I knew he wasn't gonna go, but I just still wanted to like reach out. And then I didn't think you were gonna go, because I didn't
think I was gonna go either.
And a lot of the people that you named when we first met.
Right.
And not a single soul.
Of course not. No, because that shit was far.
It was.
But it was a nice house.
It was.
It was a nice house.
And
there was a lot of people. There wasn't? I thought there was a lot of people.
I mean, there was a lot of white people.
There was a lot of white people.
I don't know, everybody
well,
was
we were like in Westland or something like that.
We were in Aloha.
Aloha?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I just remember I got there with my friends. I see Cheyenne. We had not seen each other in like over a year.
Yeah.
We had not seen each other. But like we like caught up. I met her, the people she was with. She met the people I was with. We were just having a good time.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Y'all have my brother had a good ass time. Like, I have pictures. He was so wasted. He passed out like this in the back seat. I couldn't stop laughing.
And then I just remember we were having a good time. And then your friends showed up.
Yeah, my other group of friends showed up. I didn't think they were gonna show up, and all of a sudden he was calling me on Snapchat. And I kid you not, he was there for like what? Not even 5 minutes.
No, they still, they still turned up. So they were there for like 10 minutes.
Did they? Oh yeah, because you guys were all smoking.
They were smoking.
Yeah, they were all smoking. We don't do that. I'm not into that. I don't know.
Me neither. But then, yeah, they were turning up. And then...
Because I remember my cousin, she was so geeked, bro. She was on some stupid shit.
But then, I just remember we all tried to go back in.
And then they wouldn't let us.
They wouldn't let us.
And then we weren't really tripping about it because we were doing our own thing.
We were outside. Yeah, we were having a good time outside. Because that party had no drinks. We had our own drinks though. And
they were mad because they came outside, saw that we were smoking, and they're like, oh, don't be too loud because the neighbors, blah, blah, blah. We were like, we're not. You the one came out here being loud.
Because I was drinking with my friends while they were smoking. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes outside.
We got kicked out because I feel that this is why we got kicked out.
No, that's the reason why we got kicked out.
They was mad because we weren't sharing the ups that were brought.
Mm-hmm.
How do you throw a party and you don't have ups? Like,
oh, I was gonna say that's not the reason. I feel like the reason why we got kicked out was because your friends were black. And
well, yeah, that too. They were scared because they didn't even want to let them in the fucking door. That shit pissed me off.
That's true.
My other friend was acting like she didn't know the guy, and I was like, bro, we were all close as fucking high school. Like, what are you
She
doing?
acted brand new because you with the white folks.
Well, it was because, I mean, he was rolling deep.
Oh,
like,
that was.
deep.
But they were chill. I remember they were chill.
Yeah.
They was up. That was what's up. And then we got kicked out.
Yeah.
I've never been kicked out, but I've probably been kicked out of better places than that fucking party. Because the parties I've been to, they're way better than that. I feel like you can.
Yeah.
Vouch
I
for
feel
that.
like I could throw a party with my 3 friends, and it's gonna have a better outcome than that.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you won't get kicked out.
Oh, definitely not. But yeah, then after that, we didn't talk anymore. I feel like we would talk.
I mean,
but
it was the same thing again.
Yeah,
like catching up, making plans, never went through.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, what was summer of 2020?
Fast forward to summer 2020, August to be exact. Right? August?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a couple weeks. It was 2 weeks before I went to Mexico. No.
It was a week.
It was a week before I went to California.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks before Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So, you started off because you actually were the one that got the message first.
Who messaged me first?
Andres messaged you.
Oh yeah, so one of our old coworkers, Andres, just, I don't know, I guess he found me on Instagram or something, because I don't think I ever had him. And he messaged me and was just like reminiscing about the old days or whatever.
The low days.
Right. That's too funny. But then he wanted all of us to hang out because it was me, Roman, Jesus, and Andres. But I feel like Jesus and Andres, they were a lot closer because they grew up together.
Yeah,
they were best friends. And then yeah, they wanted to hang out, and then I think it was Jesus that made the group chat on Instagram.
I don't know, but so I just randomly got added to a group chat on Instagram.
Yeah, but yeah, and then we had a group chat and we made plans that we were gonna meet up. What were we even just drinking?
Yeah, we were just gonna drink because all of a sudden someone was a drinker in the group. That's true. Like all of a sudden someone was a drinker.
That is true, because yeah, he put us on the Jack Daniels shit. I actually
those were good. Yeah, those were good. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna go.
I mean, neither. I wasn't gonna go.
But I felt bad, so I texted Roman personally, and I was like, "Are you going?" And he was like,
"No."
Honestly, no. And I was like, "What the?"
Then I'm not going.
Yeah, and I told him that. I was like, "If you're not going, then I'm not gonna go." Like, I only wanted to go to like meet up with you.
Yeah,
and, like,
same.
catch up.
I was like, I only want to go.
Like, no offense to the other guys, but
yeah, that was the reason why I was gonna go, because she was gonna go. Because I hadn't seen you in over a year at that point.
Had literally been over.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let's. Then I was like, okay, if you go, then I'll go. Then we both just agreed that we were both gonna go.
Right.
We went, and then that's where the idea of the podcast came out.
Yeah, and it actually, I don't know if it was yours.
It was.
Or
I think it was Andres said that he wanted to. Yeah, he said he wanted to start a podcast, and then I was like, I'm down, and then he was like, oh, why don't we make it a group thing, and then we were like, for sure. And I was like, okay, you set it up, and once I come back from Mexico, we can start recording. But he never.
That man fell off the face of the earth. Like, I don't
know where he's at. If you know where Andres is,
right? Like, if you're seeing this,
I hope you're okay. I was being for real, but I think he wasn't being for real.
I feel like part of him was, but I mean, he did say that he was taking a break from like social media and people. So I mean, whatever he's going through is probably the reason it never started.
Yeah, but shout out to Andres because he's the reason why this started. And then I left to Mexico. I was there for like 2 months, so I didn't. That was always on the back of my head, but I never continued with the idea. And then I came back, and then that's when me and you started to talk again, right?
Yeah, like that's when we actually started getting close, because I remember you came back and then we had plans to hang out, and we actually hung out.
Yeah, we actually hung out.
And like just from then, that's kind of just, our friendship has always been like that.
But people make it seem that we like are together all the time.
I know, we see each other once a week. Y'all need to calm down.
Or not even that. Sometimes, like sometimes it's like
2 weeks.
yeah, we barely see each other.
We hang out mostly on Saturdays, but
That's when like if there's a party to go to.
right. If there's a party to go to, if you're free, if I'm free,
Yeah.
if you're in town.
If
This
I'm in
man is always traveling.
That's true. If I'm in town, yeah. So that's where the idea started back. So the idea came up for us in August, and people didn't fall through. So then when I came back, and I was like, we should really start this podcast. And then I think there was a time where like we were just talking about it, but we didn't really like set anything on paper.
It was never official.
Right. And then in November I was in California. Then some family things happened, so I wasn't available all November, and then I became all unavailable again all December because I was
half of January.
Most of January, yeah, because I was still in Mexico. And then I came back, and I did a last minute trip to Vegas. And so everything was like we were unavailable.
Yeah.
I was unavailable, and then and I think you were the one who was like, so are we gonna do this or not?
Well, yeah, because it got brought up again in one of our conversations, and I just asked, I was like, do you want to do it? Because I'm down to do it.
Right. And then it just became a thing.
Here we are.
And then here we are. And then I think like within in like this is March, so like in February, like that's when we wrote things on paper. We had deadlines and things, so we were like,
yeah. And it was crazy because we honestly once, literally just one night, he said, yeah, let's do it, and I was down. We busted that shit out that night.
That night. Yeah. And like it was like cool, like we really like figured things out, because it's hard to figure things out what you want to like talk about or things to even do. So we really figured that out like immediately.
I feel like we did, and I feel like it's because in our generation or our time or whatever, there's like so much stuff I feel like that get talked about, but not in the way that they should get talking about, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. Like, oh my god, it's hot in here.
It is. Like
we're not heard. People don't take us serious.
That's true.
You've said this before to me.
Yeah, that's true. I just feel like as young people and like teenagers, adults don't ever take us serious. They're just kids. You always like, oh, you're a kid.
Right.
And most of the time we're saying woke shit and like saying like real life shit.
And they don't want to hear
and they don't
it
want to
because
hear
it's
it.
disrespectful and oh, you need to watch your mouth. Like, my mouth is perfectly fine, thank you.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what happened a lot to us at Lowe's. Cause how was your experience at Lowe's?
Oh. First of all, I was pregnant.
She was pregnant.
I was pregnant. I found out when, like, as soon as, like, what, a week or two after I officially started.
Oh, and then also keep in mind this. Everyone, the Lowe's we worked out, everyone is white. I have no problem with white people. Shout out to the white folks. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to Anna. Shout out to my friends. But I don't personally have a problem with white people, but I just feel like the white people we worked with were on some different.
They were on some.
Yeah, they were on some different energy.
I don't even want to say news, but I can't even like do our impersonations because it's gonna make it so obvious.
They ain't gonna hear this. They probably don't even know how to work.
You never know. Somebody might fuck around and show them.
Who?
I don't know. But you never know.
But yeah, tell me about your experience at Lowe's.
I didn't like it. So like I said, I had started a couple weeks later. I found out I was pregnant, and by the time I found out I was pregnant, I was already like almost 4 months. But I wasn't showing or anything, and you know, it's concrete floor.
It is concrete floor. You need to have good shoes to work there.
Really good shoes. Like, I don't know. My dumb ass, I was just wearing Vans and shit, you know.
Because that's all we would have. Like, you know, you're not.
Yeah.
Who as a teenager thinks they're gonna work at Lowe's?
Not
we were like 18.
Yeah.
You know.
I just wore whatever shoes I didn't care about getting dirty, because that shit was so easy to get your shoes dirty.
Yeah, it was so easy to get dirty there.
That's annoying.
That was annoying.
But I mean, whatever. It's just shoes, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was fucking horrible. I had so many people when rumors started going around, like, oh, she's the new pregnant girl, blah blah blah. Like, okay, yes I am, But why are y'all talking about me already? Like, I just
Right.
got here.
Bro, they would chew everyone up in the break room. Everyone would get roasted. Yeah. The white girl, the older white women were messy.
I know.
They're
Especially Diane. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say her name.
You know her car got robbed?
Good for her. That's karma.
Cause they would start rumors about me too in there.
Bro, she was just fucking rude. I'm pregnant. I'm standing. No, cause our shifts, like me, I worked like what, 8 to 12, 8 to 14 hours sometimes. No, that's a lie. Not 14
That's a lie.
hours.
They would never work you that much. Stop.
No, they did. No, they did.
They would never
Yeah.
work me that much.
But sometimes I had to open and close. Like,
Oh fuck no.
excuse me, I'm trying to sleep. But I finally brought in a doctor's note, you know, like, oh, if she can sit down when if she can, like if she has that option, she should do it. This bitch in her damn chair
She's
at
always
self-checkout. Girl, I don't give a fuck about your knees or whatever the fuck your problem is. I'm fucking
I
pregnant.
think she had back problems.
Well, and until this day, because we popped up like what, a month ago?
Yeah, to get
She's
inspiration.
still in that same damn chair. Get up, Diane, get up. The only thing she gonna get up for is to go to break.
Talk about it, and to leave.
I really don't like her.
And she didn't get up.
I don't know if you were
they
there.
robbed her car at work, and she didn't get up for that.
That's sad.
Yeah.
She was rude. I don't know if you were there, but one day, after I turned in my fucking note, and all the head cashiers knew that if I ever go to self-checkout and lumber, I am to sit down. Literally. Okay, you know, I always cover her shit.
Yeah.
And, oh, go cover her. She's gonna take her 30-minute break. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
As soon as she gets up, I sat my ass down.
Right.
She turned around and excuse me? I said, what? You're not allowed to sit there. That's my seat.
You like it?
Girl, first of all, you sound like we in kindergarten. And I know you've been past that grade.
A couple times.
Like, I know, okay, maybe I'm being rude and over dramatic, but she pressed me over a chair, an office chair with no arms.
And she's no arms. She's no manager. She's like us. She's a
Yeah,
regular.
she was literally, we had the same position. She was getting paid more than us only because she's been there for so long. And she literally
She has
went
been
off
around
on me.
longer.
Huh?
She's been around the earth longer. And that's just facts.
I'm fucking dead. We really clowning on her.
I know, poor girl. But she deserves it, bro.
She
don't
does,
get
because
it.
she literally huffing and puffing and nagging and whatever the fuck. She went to, because it was Missy, Kaylee, and Tiffany. And she really walked over there. Cheyenne's sitting down. I don't think she needs to be sitting in my chair.
She's young.
Yeah, she's young. You know, I have health issues and I have a no with HR.
And they're just looking at her. They're looking at her. They're looking
Tiffany
at her.
snapped at her. Shout out to Tiffany, because I'm fucking with you for that. She was like, she turned in a note to HR that she could sit down. Well, I don't see why if she's in perfectly good condition. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
She looked at me and she walked away. She rolled her eyes at them. She walked away. She came up to me and she gave me this dirty ass stank look.
But I feel like they didn't give a fuck that you were pregnant.
Oh, they didn't. But
I feel like
they didn't want me to fucking lift shit. Like, not even the power tool.
It depends who was working that day. Because some people didn't give a fuck that you were pregnant.
Diane and Missy didn't care. They just didn't want me like actually carrying heavy things.
Yeah.
But like Tiffany and Kaylee, you can't push cards, you can't go collect cards. They didn't even let me lift up like power tools, like the boxes.
Yeah. Well, those are
Is
kind
that
of heavy.
above your weight restriction? No.
So you were
then-
trying to be lifting. See, this is what I mean.
They said exercise was good. I don't know. But yeah, she gave me that stank ass look and she was like, "You don't look pregnant." Did you want me to show you my stomach and like what did you want? And she was just, and ever since then.
But yeah, I think during the time you were at Lowe's, you didn't look pregnant.
I didn't at all. Even when I like kind of started to show, I was still wearing like really loose shirts, so you really could not tell.
No, and then we had the vest over.
Yeah,
You had to wear a red vest, guys.
You know the vibes.
Yeah.
That shit was ugly, but I like the pockets.
I know. I like the vest.
I don't know. I kept my snacks in the pocket, in my right pocket.
Yeah, for sure. Some hot Cheetos in there. And just...
You know, someone reported me for
eating.
Yeah.
Well, you know that we're on camera, and they actually look at us on camera.
No, but it was a customer.
Oh,
They're like,
snitched?
every time I come in here, I see her sneaking in a Cheez-It or two. Like, what? Why are you watching me?
Damn. So your experience was bad. You didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't just Diane. It was honestly the customers too. I got yelled at a bunch of times about the bathroom shit.
The customers who would come into Lowe's were white, older, military, older men. There's nothing wrong with that, but their attitudes were definitely like that goes to show like white America. They felt so entitled, like
especially their wives. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but y'all, like, people tell me that I need to watch my mouth and check my attitude. They need to go get checked, because you don't come at me talking about you gave me the wrong bathroom vanity. Baby, I've been up in the registers all day. Like, I'm not sure when I gave you that.
And then, like, they always blamed us for the wrong prices. It's because they would go to the departments and they would get their orders and they would come up here. And then they would like just complain about it.
You should have looked at your paper before you even came up here.
They do give you a paper, an invoice. Remember, an invoice.
I hated those.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it was bad. The customers are pretty bad.
Yeah, if you go and apply, don't be a cashier. Yeah. Don't do it. The front end sucks.
It does.
Yeah, literally the only thing
there's no avoiding customers on the front end.
Yeah, because you're literally stuck there.
You're stuck there.
And if you don't have a line of people to check out, they make you stand at the front, like where the fucking snacks are.
That's so annoying.
And here come the people. Do you know where this is? And then I'm new, and so I'm gonna look it up. And there, how do you work here and you don't know? I've been here for 2 weeks. I don't know.
Dead ass.
I literally.
I would never know where the shit was at.
I only knew where the lights were. They were right
in front of us. Yep. And the tools, because they were next to us.
And then paint was like right there.
Yeah, like. Yeah, that's true.
I hate it when they would. I need this screw. Okay.
I don't know. What you want me to do? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that place. It was fun because we worked there.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't, yeah. But if it wasn't for us, I don't think we would last as much as I did.
Yeah. I feel like that's why those people hated us so much, is because we somewhat had fun.
Yeah.
On our shifts. Especially when it was the weekend, I feel like, because we were all there early, like one after the other. And we're like, oh, Roman's here. Oh, Cheyenne's here.
I would always open.
This is true.
I'm like, you had make shifts.
I did. I hated it. I would work in the afternoon only one night and close. And then the next day, I'd work like the longest middle shift of the day. And then the next day, I would fucking open.
But closing was fun. Because there was
no closing if we worked together.
That's true, if we worked together, because if that, no.
Because if I didn't work with you, I was stuck with Diane.
Yeah.
The head cashier one. I mean, it's not a problem, but
she works. Be fun. Yeah. It could be one. Yeah, I did. Because then people would connect to the speaker, and that would be fun. Because we would just class music.
Right. I liked taking the recycling.
Oh, to the.
I would waste time. They'd be up there cleaning and stuff. I'm just sitting here.
Right.
Rolling the bins.
Yeah, but my experience was like a little different. I feel like my experience was a little different because I say they're the longest out of you guys, and I just working with white people, being a person of color, being Mexican was something like my experience got a little deep because I was actually having to deal with white America. Like dead ass. Like as much as dramatic that sounds, like it was really like dealing with white people who didn't believe in the same things you believed. Like I got told to go home one day, and
why?
Because this man, he got mad that his card got declined, and he threw his card at me. Yeah.
See, and that's the thing I hate is like they expect you to have self-control.
That day I wasn't gonna have self-control. I called them.
I would have punched somebody.
I called them. I dialed a little number, and I was like, if y'all don't get someone up in here in less than 5 seconds, I'm about to go off. Bro,
because that's not okay.
Magically, someone popped up in 5 seconds.
The thing that pisses me off even more is like you were literally still basically a child.
Yeah, we were like, I was just 18.
Yeah,
I just turned 18.
I hope that motherfucker has a kid and somebody does that to his kid.
Yeah, like he threw it at me. I threw it back at him, and then the customers started arguing in line. They started I saw the hella shit. Like they were like fighting. They were about to fight. Yeah, over what he did.
I'm glad somebody.
Yeah, someone stood up. That was dope. And then he told me to go home, which was Mexico, obviously. But jokes on him. I am Mexican, but I'm not from Mexico. I was born here. So jokes was on him. And what else? Like, there was a point where the people of color were getting divided up because management didn't like that the people of color were getting along.
Why is that a problem?
That you guys, like, we were too friendly and too talkative. Of course we're gonna be talkative because we're the only people of color there. Exactly. So obviously, I think that's a thing that, like, when people of color or people who are not or non-white get together, you automatically, like,
they get scared.
Yeah, I feel like now they're like, oh no, they're teaming up. That's numbers. So there was a time where me and my friend Lakeitha, she's black, me and her would always have a good time together. You remember, me and her would have a good time, and we started getting split up. And, like, all of a sudden, we started getting split up. And I was confused why we were getting split up.
Because you guys always worked the same hours.
Yep. And then all of a sudden we didn't work together anymore. And that would happen for like a good 3 weeks. And it wasn't I complained to HR and management that all of us magically we just were together again. But they didn't like that. They didn't like when we were together.
Why? Because you guys literally, after me and Jesus and Andres left,
it was just us two.
You guys were the only people of color.
Yes, it was just two of us in the front end out of like all these other people working the front end.
They're literally all middle-aged white women.
Yeah, we worked with a lot of white women. And yeah, like, but then again, and then I became the favorite of the front end. Like, literally, like, people were like taking my shifts, like, whenever I couldn't work. I was calling in all the time, guys. Like, I was like 18. I was going out a lot. Like, I was partying that summer, like, straight partying. On Sundays, I would call out, and they didn't care. Like, I was kind of the favorite at that point, and they didn't really care what I did. And then, but it wasn't until I told them that I wanted to, like, cut my hours, that they felt some type of way about that. That I didn't want to work weekends anymore. They felt some type of way.
Which I don't get, because you had already stopped working weekends, so.
No, I was working weekends. I didn't want to work Sundays anymore. Because I was like, if you keep scheduling on Sunday, I'm going to keep calling out. So
yeah,
I was like,
that I don't get. If you know he's going to call out, why continue to schedule?
Exactly. So they keep on scheduling me. And then, so our camera's saying it's dying, but we're just going to keep on going until it dies.
But is it going to say?
Yeah, it's gonna save.
Okay.
So if you guys see a little pause, it's because the camera died. So yeah, so then that's when tension started building up with management, because they were like, and then people were hating on me. They were like, why does he get only the open shifts, and why does he get this and that? And then so people were complaining about me. So then management was trying to crack down on me, but I was fighting back at management like, it's none of their business.
Right, and it's not fair, because literally you were working 2 jobs and you're a full-time college student.
I was all the time. Yes, like, I was.
What's the issue?
I was a freshman in college when all this started happening. And then, yeah, so then I think management was like, oh, like, people are coming at us. But then I was coming at management. So then the final straw was when I remember this manager, this rude ass customer, I remember he was like, oh, I'm going to Home Depot. And I was like, I don't care, go to Home Depot. And then he comes up to me, he's like, did you just tell that customer to go to Home Depot? I was like, yes, I did. And then he was like, maybe you should go to Home Depot. So you know what I did? I took off my vest.
He went home.
I threw it at him. I was like, I might just do that. And then, like, so everyone shook. So then, like, I walked to my locker to go get my shit. And then he was, everyone was like, please don't go, please don't go. I'm like, nah, F that. Like, I'm going home. Like, he's not about to, like, punk me, you know? And then, so I left home for the day. And then, I think that's when it was the final straw with management. Like, because that's like, you can't do that, you know? But at the time, I was pissed off. And I dipped. And then I came back, and the next day I remember going in there. I was like, hey, I need to put in some time off because I'm going to Vegas. It was that Vegas trip. And then they denied that shit. So they denied it. So then I was like, okay, then I'm putting in my 2 weeks. And I literally put in my 2 weeks, and I left to Vegas. And I don't regret it.
Good.
Yeah, like, I don't regret it. I had a good time.
They were shitty.
They were shitty. But, like, they were also good to me. Like, they treated me good until, like, people were complaining.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like because Caitlin, when she was HR,
Kaylin was a good HR.
she was.
Yeah, she was a good HR.
I think she's the only reason why my experience was good.
Yeah, like you guys might know these people, but some of these people were cool. But yeah, guys, like Lowe's was definitely a trip.
It's tragic.
It was a trip, but I'm happy we worked there because if I didn't work there, I wouldn't have met you, and then we wouldn't be here right now filming this podcast.
Just true. But I think it's funny though because Roman worked at Lowe's and Walmart, and I applied at both of those jobs and got both the jobs, but I only went with one because
Right.
I was pregnant.
So we were like bound to like be friends. Yeah. So that was good. So now we're here like filming this podcast.
We love the vibes.
Yeah. I'm just excited because I feel like this episode wasn't as funny because like we were getting to introduce ourselves.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit more serious.
But definitely, guys, episode 2 is definitely a little.
I feel like it's funny.
I feel like it's funny.
From what I remember.
Yeah, we're pretty funny people. It might not transpire in this episode, but we're really funny, and we say a lot of jokes. And,
we do.
And I'm just excited to finally have this episode done and to share with you guys because it's something that we've been really passionate about.
Yeah, I can't wait till we start having guests on here.
Oh, we will have guests. We have a couple guests lined up. We were saying that, and we're just excited. And I hope you guys keep on tuning in every week. We're gonna try to have an episode every week, but no promises because we are busy people. So we'll see how this goes. I'm busy somewhat, but I'm just excited. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap?
I don't know. Just like I hope y'all find us funny.
I know.
That's my concern.
Because we were really funny this one because like it was a pretty like
our experience was
not funny.
Really,
yeah,
funny.
It was not funny, and plus our friendship is not a joke. So, so I don't know how to make you laugh through that.
Because these rumors lately.
Oh my god, we don't. That's another episode for another day. And on that note, this is the Act Out Podcast. I am your host Roman.
And it's your girl Shay.
And thanks for listening. And don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube and follow our Instagram at the actout.podcast. And you can find us our social media on that Instagram. So thanks for listening.